it's Chris E, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. Once again, no movies to talk about, and the whole shelter and home thing, and staying indoors and not traveling to work is also putting a kibosh on my, gaming, because I don't commute anymore. So I haven't really played much of The Witcher, because I'm not commuting, so I'm not, playing Animal Crossing and The Witcher on the train. When I'm home, I play my PlayStation. So, except for one day when my husband was watching TV, and I took the Switch into the other room, and I played some Witcher, and then I was in the middle of, when I was able to move back to the TV and take over the TV again, I was in the middle of a monster contract, so I was like, you know what, let me just finish this, and I'll finish this on the TV. And then, of course, it was on to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and I ended up playing for like another hour or so, because that's what happens. But mostly, I've been playing Assassin's Creed on the TV, which is great. I finally met Cleopatra, which I feel like started the actual plot of Assassin's Creed Origins, because now she's like, oh, no, those people that you killed are just the start. There's a whole sinister organization, and you have to go kill all of these other people. So I feel like I finally started the whole quest. Also, I did want to also mention that I did a mission that takes place in a bathhouse, which was super awesome. And not only was it a fun mission, but afterwards you get the bathhouse outfit so that you can wear it whenever you like. So you could conceivably play the game wearing a towel. Which is funny and it's cute, but much like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you could play in the little oiled up loincloth thing, it's funny, but it just looks weird. It's like in Spider-Man you can play in his underwear. It's funny, it's cute, it's good for a goof, and sometimes it's good for, like I have used the towel once just for a photo op, when I was swimming, because it looks, makes the photo look better. But overall, I find I can't play with the jokey costumes because it ruins the game for me a little, because like these games are so realistic and so beautiful now that to have a doofy costume, it sort of like breaks that illusion of reality, for me anyway. I know people who don't care, and it doesn't affect your armor rating, so you can run around in a towel and still be just as powerful, which is kind of hilarious, but I prefer to play with the actual outfit. And I actually did waste like 200 gold on this one outfit that I saw, because I haven't seen any outfits to buy that I really like, but then there was one that was like the same outfit that I was wearing, but like with like blue, and I was like, ooh, it has like blue stripes and stuff, and I was like, I like that, so I dressed up. I like playing dress up in my games, but only with like actual outfits, not the goofy ones. So I have been playing that, and that's been a nice escape. But of course the best escape is the desert island escape of Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is what we're here for, right, guys? And girls. Okay, so those of you who know me know that I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. And if you don't, obviously I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. FYI, I'm ridiculously obsessed with the game. I have been playing Animal Crossing ever since the very first Animal Crossing game on the GameCube back in 2002. It came out around Thanksgiving, but I didn't actually get it until Christmas, because I was given a GameCube for Christmas, and literally on the 26th of December, I went to GameStop, traded in some stuff, and got Animal Crossing. So since December 26, 2002, I have been playing Animal Crossing basically every day of my life. Every day I check in on my town, and except in the GameCube one and the Wii one, there were days that were missed. Although those were ones where I actually did do a little tinkering with the clock and time travel, but only because I was away for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I wasn't able to celebrate that holiday in the game because I wasn't there. And I don't want to miss that, so I would just, on the 26th, I would set it back to the 24th so that I could play Toy Day. And that's why when they put it on the DS for Wild World, it was an amazing thing, because suddenly Animal Crossing was portable and you could take your town with you anywhere you went. Same with the 3DS version. So now that the Switch version is here, it's the best of both worlds, because you can play it on your television, but then you can also bring your town with you wherever you want, so that you don't have to time travel, which, I don't know if you can time travel. I feel like it would break the game. But I don't like to time travel, ever. Not unless it was like those times when I kind of had to, because I didn't want to miss out on parts of the game. So, as you know, I've mentioned this in previous episodes, I was not going to start playing at midnight, because I don't want to move into my new home in the middle of the night in the dark. But as it turns out, the intro, tutorial level of the game, where you journey to the island, learn the basics, and then, build a couple things and everything, that all takes place in, a time-compressed day that happens out of real time. And then after you go to bed, at the end of that night, when you have your bonfire and everybody's hanging out by the fire, once you decide you want to go to bed, then when you wake up, then you're in real time and starting the actual game and can do what you want. So I could have played it and done that part. Plus, I'm a little irritated because also it turns out that Resident Services, which is essentially your store in the very beginning, it's open 24 hours. So if you're playing at 3 in the morning, you can still go and sell your fish and whatever, which normally you weren't able to do because the store would close. So that was annoying, because I could have played, but then I wouldn't have had anything to do on Friday during the day, because I would have done it all at 3 in the morning. So, because you have to wait for things to happen, which is the other thing that irritates me, is I found out that apparently some people were able to start playing at 11 p.m., so they were able to actually squeeze in some stuff in that first hour. So now they're a day ahead of everyone else who started on the 20th. Because there's certain things where it's okay, you gather these materials, now you have to wait till the next day for it to be built, and now they're all going to get things ahead of me, which is sort of frustrating. However, I have to remember, I'm going to get it, it'll just take an extra day, whatever. But also the fact that Animal Crossing is not a sprint, it is a marathon. This is a game that you play a little bit each day, and every day something new happens, you get something new, and you build something new, or someone new moves to town, and you experience it day by day over a long period of time. So you can't rush through it. I mean, there are certain things that the first day I was when I was told, okay, you can pay off your house, I was like, if you pay off your tent, you can upgrade it to a house. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, I want to get a proper house so I can start decorating. So that was something where I was like, I need to do this immediately. And then when I'm told, oh, if you gather these materials, then we can build a proper store. And I'm like, oh, hell yes, I am building a proper store, and I'm going to go out of my way to gather these materials, even going so far as to spend Nook Miles to go to one of the randomly generated small deserted islands where you can gather additional materials once you've farmed everything out of your own town. So certain things like that, I kind of feel like I need this right away. But the rest of it, it's it'll come in due time. So, it's fine. I will say that the gathering of materials has been fine. It's not great, because you do have a limited supply on your island every day, and I did have to spend some Nook Miles to go to one of those deserted islands in order to gather enough iron nuggets to build the store. But I needed the store, so I went a little extra effort to do that. And also on those islands there are occasionally people, and if you like them, you can invite them to move to your island. And I did so there was a bird that I was like, but there was this little hamster in a pink outfit who wanted to be a pop star, and I was like, you're very Pippi-ish, and I love Pippi, so you have that same kind of personality. I think I would like you to move to my town. So, I'm only filming, she hasn't done so yet, because I'm filming this on Sunday, and that happened on Saturday, so she'll show up today, I guess. And I haven't played yet today. I've only played for 2 days. But already, I can tell you that I do have one big problem with this game. The gathering of crafting materials can be a little irritating if you're in a rush and trying to get everything right now. If you don't mind waiting another day, then it's fine. If you're in a rush, that can get annoying. But and the actual crafting itself isn't that bad. I was very concerned, as you know, I've mentioned in previous episodes, I was concerned about the crafting. The crafting isn't so bad, but the breakable tools are literally killing me. The first thing that I spent Nook Miles on was the upgraded tool set, because the flimsy tools break so fast, and you're doing a lot of bug catching and fish catching and mining and chopping of wood. Like, you're doing a lot of that stuff, so those tools break so fast. And I had to get the regular tools, which mean you have to craft the flimsy one, then use additional materials to turn the flimsy tool into the regular tool. However, those also still break. That takes a little longer, but they do eventually break, and then you have to go and build the flimsy tool, and then turn the flimsy tool into the regular tool. I'm hoping once the store opens, maybe they'll sell the regular tools, because right now, in Resident Services, Timmy only sells the flimsy tools. And I'm like, no, no, no. I need to be able to just directly buy the regular tools, because that'll just make things easier. I don't know who invented breakable tools and weapons, but as a gaming mechanic, it sucks. I hate it. It is the gaming mechanic that I hate the most. I actually hate breakable weapons more than escort missions. So, whoever invented that, I want to smack you in the face. And the problem with it is that it just feels like, because it always feels like this, it feels like an artificial way to extend the game. You know, because we don't just get a tool that we can then use. It breaks and we have to make a new one. And I'm like, it's not it's adding to the gameplay because you then have another thing that you have to do, but it's irritating. It's not a fun extension of gameplay. It's irritating because you have to then make more tools. And I also, a friend of mine mentioned on Twitter that he heard that the golden tools will also break, which is completely unacceptable, because I figured at some point, like in the previous games, you would do whatever you needed to do to earn the golden tool. Shovel, fishing pole, whatever. Whatever you did, you get that golden tool, and then once you have that, it'll never break. And then you're golden. So, but apparently not. Apparently they all break. Maybe there's a platinum tool, one step above gold, that doesn't break ever, but I don't know. The game only just came out and people are still playing it, so we haven't discovered everything about it yet. But yeah, right now the breakable tools are just, they're irritating. I'm hoping it won't be as bad later, because right now you're still building your town and you have to gather supplies, so you're using your tools a lot to gather the building materials and to fish and catch bugs, to gather and to earn bells. Like, you're doing all of this stuff and you're using your tools a lot, so they are breaking a lot, and you're having to build new tools a lot, and it's a really vicious cycle, and it's really annoying, and I really, really don't like it. But so far that is my only complaint with the game. Everything else is wonderful. It's charming, the graphics are wonderful, everyone has textures, like the fur, it's great. The puns when you catch a fish, they're hilarious and groan-inducing. It feels like Animal Crossing, except for all of the crafting and building. It just feels like a regular Animal Crossing game, just with that extra bit. I even did a little bit of online play yesterday, because you can't do it your first day. Your first day, you are on your island, and you learn your island, and you learn what you're doing. The following day, Dodo Airlines opens, and then you can travel to wherever you like. So that I went to one person's island, and then I later opened my island, and a bunch of people flooded in. What I found is like only half the people are actually using the smartphone app, the Nintendo app for your smartphone. Allows you to do extra stuff in Animal Crossing, but it also allows for voice chat. And the voice chat is the only way to play this game. Typing is just super irritating, and you are limited to like a half a sentence, and you have to talk in text speak, and it's really annoying, and I can't stand it. So please use the voice chat when you visit my town. Thank you. And use it when I visit yours, because it's just a way easier way to communicate. But it's super fun, and like I said, it's only just started. I've only been playing for 2 days, so these are literally the first impressions. First impressions, I love it. It's Animal Crossing, and it still feels like Animal Crossing. You're just starting from scratch instead of moving into an existing town. That's fine. It gives you more to do. But, oh my god, the breakable tools drive me bonkers. Maybe I'll get used to it, or maybe it'll make me so insane that I tear my hair out. I don't know. Come back next episode, and I'll have spent a full week in Xanadu, and I will tell you what I think then. Bye!